Hey everybody, so this is going to be another get ready with me video. This time it's going to be all high-end products. I did all drugstore last time and I'll link it down below if you want to see it, but I thought it'd be fun to do all the high-end products that I have. So I'm going to start with this primer, my all-time favorite, the Benefit Professional. It's wonderful. So I'm going to start with that. Side note, oh, popped on me. My skin is finally starting to get a bit better. You might not be able to tell because you can still see a lot, but the past couple days it's finally started to settle down. So I don't know what changed or why, or if it's just like hormones and whatnot and that time of the month and all that affecting me, but let's just keep our fingers crossed that I figured out my skin issues and that we're on the mend. Now, I really wanted to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, however I returned the shade I had because it was a bit too dark and I'm waiting on the lighter shade still. It's been forever. So I'm going to use this because I've had it for far too long. I don't even know if it's still good. I sure hope it is. It's the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. So it's like an aerosol can. And I figured I'll use this because I don't want it to go bad. So I'm going to use my Sigma flat angled kabuki brush, kind of shake it up. Sounds like, you know, like a paint can. And then I haven't done this in forever. It's funny, I'm kind of nervous. I'm just going to spray some on my brush like this. It's very cooling, I do remember that, yeah. It's quite cold. I also hope it's a good match. So far so good. If you haven't tried like an aerosol type foundation before, it's very unique. It's super lightweight, like you can't even feel it. And it sinks right into the skin. And this one, I'm trying to remember what the coverage is like. I'll go ahead and apply some so I can remind myself. I would say this is definitely a solid medium coverage level. I actually forgot how much I like this. This is what happens when you stop using things. I think the reason I stopped using it, sorry there's a loud truck going by, there's a lot of construction in our area. It drives me mental. Anyways, I think the reason I stopped using it is because it's a bit more time consuming than just rubbing on a foundation with your fingers. So that's probably why I stopped using it, but it is really nice because it's so lightweight. It's like undetectable on the skin as long as you blend it in properly. Very interesting foundation. Alright, there it is there. I think it looks really natural. It's almost slightly a bit too dark for me because you can see my chest. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but a half shade lighter would be ideal, but it's not bad. So I'm going to take my Sephora Gel Serum Concealer like I always do. I could use my MAC Pro Longwear. I actually should probably use that up because I've had that far longer than this, but I just love this. Another thing I should be doing is washing my beauty blender and at least dampening it, but I'm so lazy. Is anybody else like that? I don't think about it till I'm already sitting down doing my makeup and then I'm like, oh, it still works. It doesn't work as effectively when it's not damp, but it still works. I definitely should clean it more often than I do, especially because I've been using bronzer, like cream bronzer with it, so it's a lot more product happening. But I'm just being honest. Alright, moving on to my eyebrows, using the Anastasia brow pomade like I usually do. I love this stuff so much. But the plan for today is I have a lot of filming to do. Now, if you're a YouTuber, you'll understand how busy this time of year is for YouTubers, but if you're not a YouTuber, you're just a viewer, you might not be aware. And there's just a lot that goes on along Christmas, around Christmas time, especially this time of year on my mommy channel. There's a lot of brands that want to work with YouTubers, get the word out about their products, especially around the Christmas season. So there's a lot of deadlines. And I know I don't talk specifically about that on my mommy channel all that often. I do in day in the life videos, but it's just crazy. And I don't mind talking about it. It's not like something taboo to me. Yeah, there's just a lot of commitments with YouTube right now. So it makes my life incredibly busy. But on the same token, I feel incredibly blessed to even have this opportunity to work with these brands and have these opportunities and help out our family and everything it does for our family. So it's super cool. I love that like the media world is understanding the power of video and the power that YouTubers have with their audiences, and just the value that is there. I think it's really exciting in the world of YouTube, but yes, it's very all-consuming at the moment. I'm sure it'll slow down after Christmas. Like I said, I love doing it. I couldn't imagine doing something else in my life that I loved more, so that's pretty neat. But that being said, where's the lid? I'm really busy. Moving on to gel, eyebrow defining gel. This is the Cella brand. I don't know if this is high-end, but I'm not really familiar with the brand, so I didn't want to put it in drugstore. It came in my BoxyCharm. I think it came in BoxyCharm. I really like it though. Just sets everything down. I'm being somewhat quiet. It's because Cassidy is still taking her nap. She's just been taking a long nap actually. I feel like I hear her checking the monitor. Yes. Little Miss is awake, so I'm going to pause this, go get her, and then come back. Before I go get her though, I'm going to take my NARS powder and pop that on. Just because I want to set everything down, because I don't know how long it's going to be until I come back to this makeup. Although my husband's home. I need to go feed her and deal with all that, change her. This usually happens when I do my makeup. I do it in stages. Alright, I'm going to go get her now. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to use this Smashbox contour shade right here because it's not too warm and it's not too dark. Just tapping it off. So it works well. I think I was just looking in the mirror as I was coming back upstairs. I think I'm going to have to bronze up my neck because in real life it's too dark. So that's a little sad. But I'm just going to go ahead and warm up the perimeter of my face. I somehow dipped my brush, I think, into some eyeshadow or something, but it won't come off. It's like a dark black streak. Trying to blend it. I don't even know how I did. I didn't even notice myself doing it until I went and put it on my neck. That's better. And then there was a giant streak. Alright, so I want to try a new eyeshadow look today. I'm not even exactly sure what I have in mind, so this might be a bit dangerous trying it for the first time on camera. But I'm just going to go for it. I'm really feeling gold eyes and maybe a red lip, but I don't want too much like depth in the crease. I just want really bright gold eyes. So I don't know. I'm looking at the Lorac Pro palette. There's that gold right there. That one is just very yellow. And then in my Steal It in the Light palette, there's a shade called Bubbly, which is more of a cool tone gold. So I might mix the two of those together. However, where's a brush? I'm going to start with a slight subtle shade in the crease just because it will look better transition wise. So I'm going to use the shade Bliss right here from the Steal It in the Light palette. I'm a mess today. I just dropped that on the floor. Alright, and then right underneath my eyebrow I'm going to take the shade Bisque from the Lorac palette because it's a matte light cream color, and everything else is pretty much going to be shimmery, so I don't want any shimmer up here. This has really good pigment. It is so hot in here. I think it's all the lights. Because it's cold outside and our furnace isn't turned up like any more than usual. And I'm like sweating. To make the eyeshadow more vibrant, I'm going to take a cream shadow stick. This is a Sephora Jumbo Liner, and this shade is, I think it's Champagne. Beige. I was wrong. It's beige, but it looks like champagne. And I'm just going to put that all over the eyelid portion and blend it out with my finger. Then I'm just taking a mix of those two golds that I talked about, and I'm going to pack it down right on top of the cream shadow stick. Let's see what this looks like color-wise. Ooh, it's quite yellow. I might need more of that beigey shade. That's not so bad. I'll zoom you guys in more at the end, but it's a pretty okay shade. Let's do the other eye. It's really tricky not to get all that glitter up in the crease, so I'm just kind of blending it, but doing my best to drag it downwards instead of upwards, if that makes sense. So I'm just wiping off my brush in between, just trying to blend it a little bit, but not bring all that glitter up. And I also want that gold right underneath my eyes as well. I'm feeling super festive today, guys. So I'm going to take that cream shadow stick again, run it on my lower lash line, and then this time I'm just taking the shade Bubbly, not that super gold one, and I'm just going to stick it right to that liner. Curling my eyelashes, I'm going to do a winged eyeliner and some mascara. I went and actually picked up the Voluminous Superstar that I've been loving in the non-waterproof version, and it is so much easier to take off. It was really hard to find. I went around a bunch of places, and then finally at Walmart I found it like stuffed behind something else. The packaging was a bit mangled. It was the only one, but the mascara inside the packaging looked fine, so I took a risk and I bought it, and it's just fine. So I'm happy to have this in my life. I also want to say thank you to those of you who recommended channels for me to watch. My last November favorites, I had 2 giveaways, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. I'm not sure if it's closed yet when I uploaded this. I'll leave that info down below. But I asked you guys to recommend beauty lifestyle people to me that were on a smaller scale so I could check them out, and I just really appreciate the recommendations. Alright, eyes are done. So that's what they look like right there. It's pretty much the look I was going for. I just wanted a really bright gold look with not too much darkness in the outside or in the crease, so it's pretty much the idea I had in mind. I'm going to do my lips before blush because I feel like that helps me decide what blush to do. I'm going to start with the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Ozone from Urban Decay, and it's just a lip primer. And you know what? It really works. It locks and holds whatever lip product you put on top. It makes it glide on a lot better and last longer. I just like it. For lip color, I don't know necessarily this is high-end brand, but it's my favorite red. It's called Rebel X10, and it's from the Red Apple lipstick company. I'm trying to see if there's packaging. Yeah, there it is. Red Apple lipsticks. They're all gluten-free and like natural ingredients. I did a review on them way back when. And I just really like this shade of red. That's what it looks like there. Alright, reds are tricky to apply, that is for sure. So I'm going to do the Tea Rose blush from Milani. It's a matte blush. I'm going to use a very light hand with it because I feel like the lips are just like the whole look pretty much. So I'm going to grab some of that. And then the Mary Luminizer from The Balm, which is an amazing highlight. Really easy to go overboard on. You need to be careful. I find that using a smaller brush instead of a fan brush actually helps control it a lot better, so I'm going to use this fluffy brush right here. Alright, so you can see the glow that brought to my face there, but this is the finished look. Maybe I'll actually set my face. The Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is high-end, that's why I'm using it as part of this tutorial. I mentioned my favorites. I have another one that I like, but it's a cheaper one, so use that, set everything down. I hope you guys enjoy. This is a very festive type, holiday type look. I really like it. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe if you're new. I think that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!